Thank you for joining me for QSS8 Stewardship. In this video, we will cover creating and deploying engagement plan templates. Engagement plan templates help to automate stewardship by creating tasks for users to ensure consistent communication with constituents. Engagement plans should be goal-oriented. It helps to map out your goals and the path to achieve each. For example, you may be looking to engage young alumni, but later in the relationship, you may be looking to move donors toward increased giving. Each goal has its own path and therefore should have its own engagement plan template. Let's see this in action. To start, we will open the Engagement Plan Templates object. From App Launcher, search for and select Engagement Plan Templates. You will arrive at the recently viewed list view. Use the drop-down arrow to select all and pin this list view if you would like. Each row represents an engagement plan template. We will open an existing template to get acquainted. On the Details tab, we see fields such as name, description, owner, and number of tasks. We will discuss some of the other settings seen here in a few moments. On the Related tab, we see the outline of tasks on this template, including their subject, assigned to field, days after assignment, and a parent task if applicable. We also see a list of contacts to whom the template has been assigned. I will return to the Engagement Plan Templates tab and select New in the upper right to create a new template. Complete the name and description fields. The default assignee field must be selected, and the options are user creating the engagement plan or owner of object for engagement plan. Please note that user creating engagement plan is not the person creating the template as we are doing now. Rather, it means the user assigning the template to an object and deploying the template for use. The option owner of the object for engagement plan means the user who owns the object, such as the account. The Skip Weekends checkbox means the task will never fall on Saturday or Sunday. If checked, tasks that fall on weekends will be rescheduled. Checking the box opens a new field so that you can select the Monday after the weekend in question or the Friday before. The Automatically Update Child Task Due Date checkbox adjusts the due date of a child task, as we will see in a few moments. The child task is due a certain number of days after the parent task is due. However, checking this box changes the child task's due date to be recalculated based on when the parent task is actually completed, as opposed to its original due date. Save this plan. We will then practice adding 4 tasks. You can add tasks from the related list for engagement plan tasks. However, we suggest you edit your engagement plan template in order to see a list of tasks, including dependencies, mapped out clearly. Use the drop-down arrow to select Edit. Click Add Task. Complete the subject field for this first task. Select the user it is assigned to. Remember, if no user is selected here, the template default of User Assigning Plan or Object Owner will be used. Type is email in this case. You can adjust the priority and status fields here too. The Send Email checkbox does not send the email necessary to complete this task. Rather, this sends an email to the user assigned to the task. Use this feature intentionally, as users may end up with many emails from your Salesforce org. Checking the Reminder checkbox would create a reminder for the Salesforce user. You can also specify the reminder time. Days after is an important field as it helps you schedule the sequence of tasks. For this thank you email, we will enter 1 as we want the email to have a due date 1 day after the plan was assigned. This task is finished, and we will now add a dependent task using the Add Dependent Task button. This task will be for the VP of Development to send a handwritten thank you note. Select who the task is assigned to and an applicable type from the list. For days after, we will enter 10. This means that the handwritten note will have a due date 10 days after the thank you email because this is a dependent task. Remember, for independent or parent tasks, days after means days after the assignment of the plan. For dependent or child tasks, days after means days after its parent task. We will add 2 more independent tasks. When the tasks are complete, click Save at the top. Your engagement plan template with its 4 tasks is ready to be used. We will now add this engagement plan for a donor. Navigate to the Contacts tab and open Allie Hamilton's record. Select the Engagement tab. In the Engagement Plans related list, select New. Use the Engagement Plan Template lookup to find the template we just created. And click Save. Allie now has an engagement plan record in her related list. Opening this record will show the number of tasks, including how many have been completed. On the Related tab within the engagement plan, we will see the full list of tasks. And finally, when we return to Allie's contact record, we will see tasks have populated in her activity. This concludes our discussion of engagement plan templates. Thank you for joining me.